So the codes that I got, I had seen one of those codes, one or more, I forgot which one it was, but I got that last time and it changed out the purge valve canister and it worked for about a year or so. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be the vapor canister going off again. So next time if it goes out again in the next year or so, I'll probably just buy an OEM one. It lasts a lot longer. This is from Amazon, the other one is too. So to start, essentially you have the back end right here. So there's little, you can tell it's held in right here. Just follow the line. There's a green clip back here in my case. You're gonna get your flathead screwdriver, or if you have a pick, you can also pick it up. Let me go ahead and pause that and I'll show you. Alright, so with the pick or screwdriver, in my case a flathead, you're just gonna pry it up. You're gonna have to probably do it in both corners. Once you see that it's up, you can go ahead and pull it out. If you're trying to pull it out right here from the hose and it's giving you a hard time, just try to use some leverage, and that's that. See? Boom. Just pull it out from the actual thing. Perfect. So once that's out, you're gonna want to take off this sensor. You're gonna take it off. You're gonna push this in and pull. So in and pull. Give me a second. Let me use my two hands. I'm gonna put this in pause real quick. Once you loosen the sensor and this is pulled out, you're just gonna lift this up from this little placeholder. It says a little placeholder here. You know, from the front. You're just gonna wedge it out from here. Now just try to remember that when you put the new one back in, you're gonna snake it through the same exact way. Alright. So yeah, so just make sure you're gonna snake it through the same way. To take out this, just follow the hose. These top two, in my case, are pull tabs, so you're gonna lift back, and it drops down. Just take off. This one the same way, it's just gonna be lifting up. So you just lift it up, and then this should give you enough. Let's see here. Give me a sec, let me see. There we go. Just lift off. Huh, interesting. Oh, alright, cool. There we go, that's why. Alright, perfect. Well, anyways, that was a real live account of what happens when you work on cars. Sometimes things break. But the good thing is this is an old part anyways, it doesn't work. So once you remove this part, then you're gonna be left with just the back end hoses here. So one of the hoses runs through right here. Same thing, it's two tabs. You're just gonna go ahead and push, or in this case you're gonna pull back. So you're gonna pull back on this one, and then you're also gonna go ahead and pull back on this one back here, and you're gonna pull out. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, and then once you get both of those tabs pulled down, then you're gonna go ahead and just pull that part out. And this hose comes out easily. So here is this setup here. So the hose here, or the one that snapped off, this is gonna come separate from these pieces. And most people don't change this one out for the fact that it's so hard to get down there. It's those clips down here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I'll try to zoom in here. So with that, sorry, those yellow tabs you see right there, those are the ones that you have to try to do the same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. I actually found an easy way to do it is to get a long pry bar, or any tool. In reality it could even be a stick, just enough to pull down that tab. You're gonna pull it towards you, and the same thing with the other one. And then once those two come down, then you're just gonna be able to pull that out. In my case, I have this retainer here that is in the way, so I'm gonna get a terry cloth or a microfiber cloth, just so that you don't cut your wrist up like I did last time. I had to cut up my whole arm trying to snake it through there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. If I can, let me get a pry bar and see if I can show that on video as well. Yeah, so let's see here. I'll go ahead and get a pry bar and show that. This video is obviously not a professional video, but it's more of a really DIY version of how to do it. So let me go ahead and get that set up. Thankfully I have access to long screwdrivers, so I may or may not need to use these or both of them, but essentially you're gonna use this to get this tabs and pull it out using this. So you're gonna pull the tabs towards you, both of them, and then it should drop down by themselves, and then you're gonna be able to pull out that tube. So that same way I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna just use this to push out the actual hose from the inlet. So let me go ahead and see if I can zoom in. Give me a second. So I think this is the best that I'm gonna be able to get as far as the shot goes, but you're gonna pull this towards you. So pull, and it went down by itself. Now I'm gonna do this side. Pull towards you and push down at the same time. So, alright. I know that this side on the left is down. Let me just go ahead and manually just do the right side. So let me go ahead and pause this, and I'm gonna push that down. But yes, the one on the left side went down. That's the harder one. This one you can actually access by hand, but just make sure that you cover up this if you have this facing you the same way, so you don't get all cut up. Alright, cool. So yeah, I did end up having to use the other screwdriver. I actually used the pick to wedge it out, and then the screwdriver to wedge and push down, and it pushed down easier. So that's actually an easier method there. So once that tab is down, then you're just gonna get rid of the hose, which I'm just gonna pull out. And then, let's see here. I'm gonna use this to kind of wedge in between. So that is done. So once that's out, just take it out and replace. So compare and contrast your old parts to your new parts. Make sure that everything is in order. Make sure that that is lined up properly. Make sure again that they're the same shape and everything. If you want to do something that's not the same shape, hey, that's on you. If it works, cool. I'm not saying it won't work, but you just don't want to have hoses going everywhere. That's in my opinion. But once everything is good, you're gonna just redo everything reverse order. For this one on the bottom, the one we just took out, it's easiest to be kind of coming at an angle here and insert the head to the nozzle wherever you can, wherever the little spigot that's sticking out. You're gonna just reinsert that way. An easy way to kind of wedge it all the way through, take that same tool that you used and just pry it inward. So you're gonna just push it in. This kind of nozzle is the same one that's down there. As you can see, it has a little seal right here that it's gonna have to clip over. That's hard to do by hand. That's why you're gonna want to use a tool. Now be very careful to not break it, obviously. So, you know, if you want to do it by hand, go for it. I used the tool last time because by hand it just wasn't working to get it over that little portion here. But that's how you want to do that. And then to actually clip it on, in the new one it has just a regular push pin clip that looks like it self taps once it goes over that, so I don't think I have to do it this time. On the old setup it had a on the old setup it had a push part like this essentially, and the only way to kind of get over that, you have to actually go under. So when it's connected in, the only way to do it is to get under and push up. So it was hard because you had to, these clips have to go in and seal. On the new one it looks like it's easier, so thankfully I don't have to deal with that. It looks like it's just going to be a regular self-closing one. So it looks like once it goes over that little spigot, it's gonna close off by itself. So obviously everything's gonna be varying on what equipment that you buy. So let me go ahead and get started and see if I can just show you the process. When you're ready to redo the process, you're gonna just snake it through under the same hoses that you removed it from. This part, there's a little holder here where you're just gonna set that on. So you're gonna set that on the holder, and then once you set it in, you're gonna go ahead and reconnect the hose that we disconnected and the sensor that we disconnected. So let me go ahead and get that set up. So once you have everything connected, the sensor's plugged in, this is in, you're gonna push this down, make sure that it closes, and always give it a tug, make sure it doesn't pull out, make sure that this is seated properly as well, and then continue. So you're gonna go ahead and start here with the connections. All right, so the top connection is gonna go to the left side here, and just push in. Perfect. Always give it a test, make sure it does not fall out. This side, or this one, there's like a nozzle that's gonna be right here. That you're gonna connect. There's a nozzle right here. So you're gonna go ahead and push that into here. Let me go ahead and get that set up. Give me a sec. So this is kind of where I was saying, where it's easier to just wedge your hand through the bottom, and you're gonna snake that hole, snake the hose into the spigot where it belongs to. So once you go ahead and snake it through the bottom, make sure that it's connected. In my case, thankfully, again, it has these new little snap clips. It just snaps and I know it's in there. And then once that's in, I'm gonna connect the top. Okay, that little snap, and then you're just gonna push down. That's it. I think I know where I messed up earlier. It's supposed to be snap up and then push down. Snap up and push down. I broke it because I was going up. That happens. Live and learn. I only did 2 of these so far, so whatever. Perfect. So that's good to go there, and that completes the job. Just if you want to do a quick pass on all of them, just double check. I'm definitely gonna check the last one down there. That's good there. Turn it on. I cleared the codes already, so if they pop up, I think it's like around 30 miles. If it's over 30 miles, you should be fine. 30 to 50 miles, something like that. Or just by using it over like a period of 3 to 5 days, it should come back on if it's not the right, if the fix didn't fix, or the job didn't fix that error. Hopefully it does. I'll update it on the comments, but that's essentially it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.